right, thank you. Well, congratulations to all the retirees. I don't think there are many left in the crowd. I think they all took off, but at this time, we will recall to order the regular meeting of the Suffern Central Board of Education for Tuesday, June 7th, 2022. Let the record reflect all board members are present with the exception of Dr. Nick Bond. Please rise for the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you. 1.08 minutes of the regular meeting of May 17th. Do I have a motion? Donnelly, second. Ms. Dickman. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those against? Any abstentions? 1.09 minutes of the special meeting of May 23rd, 2022. Do I have a motion? Mr. Donnelly, second. Mrs. Hodge. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those against? Any abstentions? Mr. Frazier abstains. Student report. We've kept the student waiting a while.
My name is Michael Assad. Last night was the last spring concert. Tomorrow is the Senior Subject Area Awards in the morning, and yearbook distribution will follow. The Senior Athletic Banquet is tomorrow night. Wednesday is the last regular day of classes, and finals begin on Thursday and will end next Tuesday. This Saturday, the 11th, the high school is administering an ACT exam. Regents exams will begin on the 15th. The clap out is on June 15th, where seniors have the chance to walk through their elementary schools with their caps and gowns. On senior prom is Friday, June 17th. Graduation is June 23rd at Clover Stadium. And Friday, June 24th is the last day of school. Thank you.
Thank you. Superintendent comments?
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to read a statement on behalf of the Board of Education and Superintendent. At our meeting on May 23rd, I shared that the Suffern Central School District Board of Education and I recently learned that the district over-collected $835,835 in taxes during the 2021 school year. I've been in contact with the district's external auditors, as well as our attorney, and later this month, our auditors will engage in a full financial audit of the district. When complete, the district will share this information with the public, along with a decision on how to correct the error for the taxpayers. In the interim, thank you. In the interim, the board is poised to approve the services of School Aid Specialists, LLC, to assist the district with business operations as we seek a new assistant superintendent for business. In the interim, Mr. Larry Maltone, our assistant superintendent for human resources, will serve as a temporary assistant superintendent for business as well as his current position. The district's initial review indicates that the funds are currently held in a reserve account. However, the district looks forward to receiving the results of the full audit and sharing the results and recommendations for correcting the tax collection error with the public. Together with the Board of Education, we will continue to work together in the best interest of the Suffern Central School District. Thank you. Now, to continue with some of my other opening comments, As Mr. Assad indicated, the spring music performances are taking place at the high school as well as the middle school. Really nice to see our spring performances in action and actually wrapping up over the next couple of days. Spring season athletics has come to a conclusion with the exception of spring track, girls lacrosse, and the crew team, all having exceptional weekends last weekend, and lacrosse and spring track continue to move forward in state competitions. And of course, this evening, we had a wonderful celebration of our retirees who have dedicated dozens of their years to servicing the academic, social, emotional needs of our students here in the Suffern Central School District. We wish them all the best. And I would be remiss if I did not thank Ms. Ginocchio and her entire staff for the wonderful spread that we had here in the reception for our retirees. Thank you so much, Ms. Ginocchio. Thus concludes the superintendent's report for June 7th, 2022.
All right, thank you for the updates. 1.12, this is public participation on action items only. If somebody has comments, please step to the podium. I will just remind this is a 3-minute session per speaker. Please refrain from mentioning or discussing any individual district employees or staff or students.
Thank you. My name is Joseph Gravani, 6 Beechwood Road, Suffern. I'm asking the board.
I'm sorry, just is the mic
Sorry.
on?
Is that better?
Yeah, thank you.
My name is Joseph Gravani, 6 Beechwood Road, Suffern. I'm asking the district tonight to pull action item referred to school aid specialist from the agenda. It's outrageous. Just because you guys had a clerical error in your department, you're asking to take money out of our students' pocket for $9,000 for basically 10 days of work. As a consultant in my own right, I charge about $2,500 a month, not for 9 days worth of work. It's outrageous. We have orders in this department that can handle this, and if there's anything illegal that happened, that goes to the proper authorities in Ramapo. As far as the actual contract in itself, which I did chance to look over this evening, you're asking for 10 days for the person to do the following: service related to supervision and oversight of the district operating budget, service related to supervision and oversight of the district's purchasing function, that's director of purchasing, services related to supervision and oversight of the district's insurance programs, that's superintendent's job, as well as director of business. So, services related to the supervision and oversight of district's payroll, that's the payroll department. Just to keep skimming, communication with New York State Education Department, that's the job of the superintendent, assistant superintendent, as well as other people in the district that handle those types of matters. Monitoring and coordinating of budgetary matters related to the district's federal programs, again, superintendent's job. If you guys aren't able to do your job as a superintendent, then quit. Do not take it out of our kids' pockets. Our kids work hard. We need that money. Just because we're $800,000, however that money did turn out, don't take it from the kids. And in addition to this, I'm very concerned there's not one review online for this company. As someone that does digital marketing for a living, if we're going to give someone $9,000 for a couple of worth of work, they better have 100 reviews on Google. Spotless. There's none. Not one for this company. Which is odd to me, that we would hire someone for that kind of money and not have stellar reviews on Google that we can check. As parents of this district, as kids that we use books in the classroom, I'm sure as a parent of the district and many parents at home are asking the same question. Why is $9,000 being spent for 10 days when this school has people that can handle that job? Thank you for your time. And as a conservative fiscal watchdog, I hope that this board does a much better job this year. The people who are watching. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments at this time on action items? Okay. Thank you. We'll close that portion of the meeting. We'll move into our action items. So we have action items 2.01 through 2.21. I would call for a consent agenda. Is there anything that anybody wishes to pull from the consent agenda? No? Okay. Then I will ask for a motion for a consent agenda for action items 2.01 through 2.21. Do I have a motion? Mr. Donnelly, is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Shapiro. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those against? Any abstentions? Thank you all very much. 6.01, board member comments. Any board member comments? Mr. Frazier? You get hold down the lock button until the light's blue.
Thank you. Oh, you can hear me. Just want to say congratulations to all our retirees this evening. What a lovely program we had. Thank them for all of their service to the district. I would also like to say I had the opportunity to attend the Rockland School Boards Association 75th annual meeting and dinner on the other evening. That was Wednesday, June 1st, where they recognized and honored all of our nurses. These past few years, the nurses were out front, taking care of our students and staff. It was great to honor them. It was my pleasure to be there. And again, thank you to all our school nurses and everyone who was recognized on that evening. Mr. Shapiro was a part of that wonderful organization, and he did a wonderful job in putting that on. So thanks for inviting us. Mr. Donnelly was in attendance as well, and we really enjoyed ourselves, as well as Dr. Gunderson and Mr. Matt Curran. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Any other comments? No. 18 minutes.
I have how many? How much time?
You got 18 minutes.
18 minutes. Okay.
All right.
No, I'll keep it short. On this past Saturday, I was in attendance at the girls lacrosse regional final, and of course, Suffern girls did win, and they will be going up to the States. So they're going to be in the Final Four in Cortland. It's a long walk. I'm starting tomorrow morning, and I hope to get there by Friday. In addition, the boys crew team and the girls crew team really had an outstanding weekend as well. And I think it's the girls crew team who became the first Suffern girls crew team to win the Hudson Valley Championship, and the boys finished second. And it's just been a very exciting athletic year for our teams, but even more so, it's been an exciting year for all of our students, because we are as, I guess, close to being back to normal. And if all of us could somehow, not that we want to, think back to about 2 years ago, things looked bleak, but as we look at things now, it seems that we can have things like the top 10% celebration and a retirement celebration in person rather than on some type of Google Meet setup. So congratulations to the retirees. Congratulations to boys and girls crew, and to the girls lacrosse team. Lots of success for this weekend. And I'm at the 18-minute mark, I think, and I'm finishing.
You yield the rest of your time?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Senator Quinn.
All right. Any other board member comments? Oh, all right. So then I will close this portion of the meeting and move to 7.01, public participation. This is public participation on any district-related business.
Good evening. My name is Andrea Jaffe. I'm a taxpayer in the district. I want to start by congratulating you on the recent vote with the passage of the budget and re-election of Mr. Kern and Dr. Nick Pond to the board. Also wanted to comment on the record turnout of over 5,000 voters. It occurs to me this was an election that did not really need a record turnout. The budget has never been voted down, and the two candidates were running unopposed. So just another day in paradise and another preordained school board vote that didn't have a lot of drama. In thinking about this, I can only come to the conclusion that they didn't show up because of you. They showed up because of me. Well, maybe not me, but because of people like me, Orthodox Jews primarily, who put up a last-minute write-in campaign, and suddenly there was a reason for them to vote. And that reason is they are terrified. And they're terrified that the way of life and the school that the district that they have enjoyed for so long is in danger. And I'm terrified too, because I think they're right. They're right because the social experiment that the board perpetrated on the non-public school community has failed. 5 years ago, the district decided to try to discourage a demographic shift that was starting when more families were moving into the district but were sending to private schools. The thought was that if the district made those families uncomfortable by not providing the services that New York mandates to be provided to non-public school families, such as transportation to and from school and special ed services, both delivered promptly and on time, it would discourage the growth of the non-public school population, and they would just stick to East Ramapo. Well, I think that bus has left the station. The non-public school student count has more than doubled in size in 5 years, from just over 700 students in 2017 to 1,600 in 2022. And they're still coming. And unlike most homebuyers, they're not coming because this is a great school district. Very impressive show, very, very honorable teachers and other contributors to the district. And I think all that is really not why they're coming. They're coming because of East Ramapo, the school district next door, and despite the school district's discriminatory practices. I know you've all heard the saying that those who cannot remember the past are doomed to repeat it. I would again urge the board that as I've been doing for 5 years, and the superintendent, to remember the past in East Ramapo and rethink while there's still time. Either the district can go back to providing the appropriate services that were being provided for 40 years and let us go back to our business of figuring out how to pay our taxes and our private school tuitions and not really focus on whether we should be supporting the 87 sports teams and the $1 million worth of coconut shell turf on the hockey fields, and not to mention a district so awash in money that you could lose $800,000 or misplace it or not know what it's all about. Or you can continue on the path that you are now, where people are waking up and asking questions about whether we are being treated fairly, respectfully, and lawfully, or whether we need to take matters into our own hands to make sure that we are. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other public comments? All right. 8.01, superintendent closing comments.
I have no comments.
Okay, very well. Then we will make a motion to adjourn. We will be returning to our executive just to finish up our last action item from that list. We obviously wanted to spend some time with the retirees, so we just didn't get to complete everything. So we will be going back to exec. We will not be returning to public session. So I will make a motion to adjourn public session and return to exec. Do I have a motion? Mr. Donnelly, second. Mr. Frazier. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Thank you all very much. Our next and last meeting of the school year will be in 2 weeks at Hilburn, and we look forward to seeing you all there. Have a great couple of weeks. Enjoy your proms and finals games and musicals and graduations and moving up ceremonies and everything that's going to happen between now and then. And we'll see you in 2 weeks. Thank you.